Let's go. English, English, normal, sure. Alright. We'll leave it at default for now. Seems a good balance. Thank you for your download. This is the previous version that compromises chapters that compresses chapter 1 through 3 of the main story. Save data can be carried over to the full game. And unit levels in the demo capped at 5. Battles that will challenge your convictions await in the realm of Luceria. We hope that you enjoy the game. Oh, that's nice. It's the normal. What about this music?
On the faraway continent of Norzelia, 3 mighty powers reigned. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzat, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these 3 powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War. Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the 3 powers at last negotiated a truce. The Norzelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm. "30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
Lord Serenoa? Good morning.
Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment. Thank you, everyone.
Young Master, Lord Serenoa. So, you were here after all.
Ah, Benedict. It would seem word has reached the people already.
You can thank Eredor for that. He couldn't refrain from blabbing the news to anyone who would listen. I'll have a talk with him after.
This is a momentous day, not merely for our domain, but for all of Glenbrook. I do not think it possible to keep it a secret.
This is well and true, my lord, but you must consider your betrothed's lineage.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict. I cannot say for sure what repercussions this may have. What I do know is that the people rejoice for us and harbor hope for the future. As the future Lord of House Wolffort, I must rise to the occasion.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will do all in my power to assist.
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
Shall we head to the port then, my lord?
So soon? I had thought we would have more time.
The river's waters have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind, I think it likely that Esfrost's ship will arrive ahead of schedule.
You never cease to amaze. Very well then. Let us be on our way.
Like that? Okay. Certain event markers in the one map for advance the story. There are two types of events, main and sub. Main events are crucial to the plot, while sub events are entirely optional, but will disappear from the map as the story progresses. Certain event markers in the map will advance the story. There are two types of events. Oh. I was going back and forth. That's a while ago. Press X to open the main menu where you can view your units, prepare for battle, adjust various game settings, and more. Additional features will be unlocked as the story progresses. This game using the RSA feature, okay, blah blah. That's my watch to do. Alright. Alright.
I thank you for the escort. You are free to go.
Lady Frederica, there is no one here to receive you.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland. Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Jila.
I shan't let you down. Phew, Glenbrook at last. Finally, we can take a moment of respite from our long journey. That said,
There you
it
go.
would seem we've arrived ahead of schedule.
I much prefer it to being late. This is a momentous day for Esfrost, and for the entire realm. We cannot afford to make a bad first impression.
I agree, which is why we cannot have you looking so tense. Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
A fine idea. After all, this may be the last time in a while that I am free to do as I please. Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
You brought that pendant with you?
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
Thank you kindly, little lady. Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius. We heard tell you'd be here, and we wanted to be the ones to welcome you.
The winds of fortune are blowing today, aren't they, Pa?
Brigands!
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
That's what happened if your soldiers go pink. Yeah. Alright, it's recommended to be level 2. I start to give out level 1, game.
What do you intend to do with us?
Make you our little hostages, is all. And wring every last coin out of the duchy and House Wolford.
What's with that pink hair, though? Ya Rosellen? And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible! Ship was full of Esfrosti soldiers.
Enough! I am without a doubt.
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking 2 innocent women?
And just who in the hell are you?
In Australia, 3 mental guiding convictions prevail: unity, mortality, and liberty. These take a form of invincible parameters that are influenced by the choices to make throughout the game. The decisions will shape Cenobio's convictions as well as influence which companions may choose to join his cause. Alright. Okay. Now we get to choose faith here. So we can go, who are you exactly? A band of common brigade? From the looks of it. You needn't know who. Sooner now, and we can solve this peacefully. You two bear a striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter? Let's try for the more peaceful one.
You need to know who. Surrender now, and we can resolve this peacefully.
Do you even know who you're talking to, boy? We don't do anything peacefully.
Got that right. But if you surrender now, we'll spare your miserable lives.
It appears they're not keen to listen.
Indeed. They don't strike me as the type to be swayed by logic.
Quit your whimpering and just accept you're done for. Once Travis, his daughter Trish, and their mighty crew set their sights on you, ain't nothing you can do. Enough of this! You'll regret ruining our plan!
To arms, my lord.
Stand back, the both of you.
No, we fight together. I brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
I am a teacher of the arcane arts, and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall have it.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun? I would have joined you sooner. What are you doing here? Let us talk later. Now, I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rout.
Unwavering support with a strategic edge. Aids comrades with various support abilities. Alters the turn order of his allies. Pyromancer, whose fire ignites chaos on the battlefield. cast sweeping spells to assail multiple enemies, can use fire spells to set flammable squares ablaze. And keywords opportunity in battle. It brings balance to the battlefield with powerful healing magic, specializing in HP recovery magic. Healing spells are more effective on allies in mortal danger. Good to know. Okay.
I hope you adults are ready to learn a hard lesson. You'll need more than numbers to beat us.
Their confidence is admirable, at least. Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolfort.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
About position in Ten Order are two keys to victory. Attacks from higher ground than that of your target deal increased damage. Remember, Anakin, always have the high ground. Attacks from behind are guaranteed to score a critical hit. A mark will appear when you can perform a back attack. Oh. The order in which units take action is determined by their speed attitude. Upcoming turn order is displayed via the At bar at the bottom of the screen. R-stick move camera, R-stick left and right, rotate the camera left and right 45 degrees, R-stick press reset camera. Zoom in and out. Okay.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Ha! Fools, the lot of you. My turn. Give 'em a fight, men. Distinguish yourself in battle and you'll receive your due reward.
Blue pillars within movement range, but out of enemy's range attack. Purple pillars within movement range and enemy range. Oh! Red ones indicate enemies that can attack the unit. Oh, okay, I'm liking this. Red panels indicate the attack range. Yellow panels indicate the area of effect for the selected command.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolfort. You will pay for your crimes. Defeat is not an option.
Alright.
You think you're all high and mighty, huh? Well, we'll show you we're no slouches ourselves. We're just trying to make a living here.
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. Let us pry out their weakness. It is time to strike.
Splendid. Charge! Brace yourself!
Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these ruffians.
I think not. Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
These are no ordinary men.
I'm a fool.
Let us remain calm and clear-headed. That is our surest path to victory. Cool
And fire.
heads shall prevail.
Alright. I need to move up one more.
Your wounds are healed.
This will help.
We must defend ourselves from this danger that threatens us. Let me show you what I've learned.
Too slow. Ha ha!
Ooh.
I'm a fool.
Alright.
Coming through.
Forward.
This ends here. That hit the mark.
My turn!
Fix you up. Alright. Oh, okay.
My turn.
We'll figure out as you go. That last one. I don't want to push too far.
Brace yourself.
Point me at him!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Alright. I need to put you here.
Ouch!
Alright. Yeah, it's getting pretty
I
bad
shall do what I
for him
can.
up there. Alright. I want you to back up and heal.
Your wounds are healed.
Allow me. With the powers in me. What?
Move you back.
This one'll hurt.
Impossible.
Did you see that?
Situation is grim.
Wait your turn.
My turn.
I soon kill you. Then poke me with this.
I shall try my level best.
Cool heads shall prevail.
You take one step forward.
Be at ease.
The tides are turning.
I will
Take it
end
forward.
this. To ashes.
Just cook him.
Ready for battle. Yeah.
This one'll hurt.
Ah! For the honor of House Wolfort. Perish. I won't lose. Brace yourself. Yes. So.
That's worth it in my
I
opinion.
shall try my level best.
Shall we begin? Allow me.
Do heal.
This will be of great use.
Then move you forward and facing this way.
I fight for peace.
Almost.
Coming through. Ha!
Yeah. From where shall we strike? I'll make this quick.
Follow my lead.
To lead, I must grow.
Sheer goal.
Take care of him. What more me than
I
them
see
now?
a path to victory.
Do this
It
unto
is
you.
time to strike.
Delightful.
I fight for peace.
Yeah. We can win this.
This is good. Let me heal your wounds.
Heal yourself. And wait.
Yeah.
Have another.
It's not over yet.
Keep you here.
Forward.
Wait your turn.
Follow my lead. Let us pry out their weakness.
Attack.
Your defense is weak. My knowledge grows deeper.
I cannot lose.
Please, heed my call.
We will make our ideals reality.
I shall do what I can.
Allow me.
I can keep fighting.
Have you faced that?
Damn.
Point me at him. Ouch!
This won't be easy. From where shall we strike? Ha-ha!
I see a path to victory.
My
I will end
Keep you
this.
there. That's how you do this.
Heed my call.
Damn it all! This can't be!
Let me heal your wounds.
Let's move you back here. Who's the lowest? Feel like good you are.
Your wounds are healed.
I can keep fighting.
My growth is plain to see.
Point me at him. Ha! Ugh!
Sheer goal. Take that! For my kingdom! For the honor of House Wolford.
Ow!
I see a path to victory. Your defense is weak.
Allow me!
Allow me.
Sorry! You'll rue this day, you bastards!
Uh-oh. I kind of did this spur of the moment. Yeah. There are also something I forgot. And I can't spell. 1 second. I can fix my spelling by copy and pasting. Yeah. That's good. Oh, when you get a second, I sent you a message on Discord.
Wait, I know that face. That's the Wolford Lordling.
Oh, all I say, you know my face.
What's that you say?
Wolford? It can't be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
We're a bunch of no-good thieves. At least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be?
Oh, he's clueless.
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits.
Okay.
But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement. I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Wolfort my new home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows. Though, I dare say that it bodes well for Wolford that its new lord and lady makes such a fine team.
Okay, fair enough.
Your Highness! Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
Yeah.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns. Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica. You are in good hands here. I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
Yeah, you kind of have to play around with it. Then you also have to check in with the breeding and everything as well.
Bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family. Could that have been
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we'd come to, Frederica.
This is Sheila, my tutor and attendant.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolfords. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Serenoa of House Wolfort.
I'm Warriant. I'm only one battle in now.
Trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Serenoa in any and all matters.
On behalf of House Wolfort, I welcome you to our domain.
You may think this is an odd question, my lord, but I ask it nonetheless. What does the color of my hair mean to you?
Oh. If it's not too forward to me to say, I find it most beautiful. It comes off kind of creepy. I find your courage more noteworthy than your appearance. You held your own out there on the battlefield. I think it's nothing to be surprised about. We are Roselle within our very demise. I'll go with the second option again.
I find your courage more noteworthy than your appearance. You held your own out there on the battlefield.
You flatter me, my lord. I apologize if I was out of line.
No need to.
Far from it. House Wolfort values the strength and courage of one and all.
I have lived a sheltered life in Esfrost, but I promise I will do all in my power to make myself useful.
That makes two of us. Fortunately, there is plenty of time for us to learn together.
Yes, together.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolfort.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolfort and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations. In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war. Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Alright. You can select the encampment from the main menu to access the 4-foot army camp. Additional features will be unlocked as the story progresses. Okay. Oh! Wow! We have people. I got a new game today. If anyone can guess which game, I'll be amazed. As you can tell, it's for the Super Nintendo. And it has to do with "the" in it. And what did I just select? No, I had it already.
The both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
And you need one more word in
None
it.
to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind.
It's having words.
And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica.
5.
It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Please.
And
do
does
not
mean
regret.
counted. So you got 4 more to figure out.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Erador, Master at Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Erador.
No, I have soda already. That's in the top
Lady
shelf
Frederica,
over here.
pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
When you say TMNT, you had the right company in mind. Strikes enemies from the shadows, takes 2 actions in the same turn, can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Seals allies with superb defensive abilities, draws enemy attacks, counterattack when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. Okay.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted
No,
before
when you say
Lord
TMNT.
Serenella and his bride are wed.
Don't
is
mention
to promote
Earthworm.
the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day.
I said been clear about
break
that.
ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven.
Yes.
And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome.
No.
Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
And notice that
Then once
Castlevania.
that stuffy ceremony is
And
over,
but
we can get to the
that
real
will only
fight.
be Super Castlevania
Attorney!
4.
Ah, my blood's already rushing. Just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Lora. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are 2 things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Izant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed.
See from this angle?
Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon.
How
I
about if I hold
suppose
it like
age
this?
takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
It does. No, they're dead. It's the...
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho, the pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities.
Is it
my
6?
girl.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
are
6 words.
tired from
My
your
bad.
journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord.
It's 5 unique
I believe
words.
that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh ho, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
Oh.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Okay.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Father!
Lord Simon!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Alright, so that's one. Do you have enough time for another one? Save, yes.
Years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the Kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the Kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the Holy State of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long and battled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success.
Yeah, very good. That'll be something I'll do as well. And that's what I was trying for too. But I messed up.
Among those who would forge this road is Sarah Noah Wolfford. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolfford from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Alright, to arms.
Welcome to Castle Wolfford, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Sarah Noah Wolfford, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolfford in Sarah Noah's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolfford, as will I.
Great. Go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norselian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose this is a good opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The further game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be exploration phases. In this phase, you may be moving around areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, reveal mechanisms, and turn features that serve you in battle, and more. Alright. I see some have. Oh well, I'll hop off in like a half hour. I'll be sure to send people your way. Yeah, I'm kinda interested now. What did I just get? No. Menu. Inventory. Okay. I'm sure I got the iron from that. It's just like having to gather off with knowing a word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is the chance to become acquainted with my future home. How will you describe your town? Oh. To know a town, we must take time to relish her company. This what Erador told me, and perhaps more colorful words. It is a port of the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, but at the expense of fair trade. Wolford is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. Yes. I see Sunny. I see Sunny. There's Sunny? It's not. Oh, took that. Oh, is this one of those metal posters? Let me know the quality of those when you get yours. Ooh, money. Check this one away, right? No, Sunny. You'll find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct reference to the story, but they will help you understand the story and its history. Fair enough. Alright. Alright. Oh, it's the effects I'm seeing, okay. Alright.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzan's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Oh, uh-oh.
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me, then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Okay. Is this the side? It's a side story. We'll see how parts these are as well.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patria.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants, they're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting.
I'm sorry to hear that, Wago.
You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother...
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through.
Well, you have a 364 daytime calendar. Wow.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies.
No, I haven't.
I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But wish you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
That's a good one. Alright. That's it for side content.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed
Well,
as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica.
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
No apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward!
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience.
Yeah, this is the book I use.
What of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
Alright, wait. How do I see our two nations working together? Okay, let's see. It's the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well. I say it's the first step.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength going forward. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be written large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Horrible.
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
And he dies. Nope, he's asleep. Okay.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and Trueborn's siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Alright, so let's do a lot of dialogue here.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
It's ridiculous. Alright. Anything new? Alright folks, I'm actually gonna cut here for tonight. Because I don't think I can sit for a whole battle. Let's give this a good test drive. We'll finish off this demo tomorrow. It's actually, I've been an hour and a half into this already, so I'm loving it though. I'm still deciding which game we'll be playing on March 4th. This or Gran Turismo 7. It's for Flip-Flop Between the two. So we'll see what happens. So I hope you have a good one. I want to see if you guys want to host. We do. Oh, well. Let's actually do a raid. And for the raid message, let's go with go with that, I don't know. Something cheesy. Right now.